Hello and welcome back to the course. I'm going to look at a common fatal mistake in the market by newer and even older traders, and that is that they don't understand the fundamentals of a market that they're trading. So, with that, I'm going to give a few thoughts and perhaps something for you to hopefully consider. Now, fundamentals can take shape in a lot of different ways, and you can be a solely technical trader, but you still need to understand some fundamentals. And an example might be the natural gas markets. I'm going to go ahead and put the period separators here. This is the weekly chart, so each one of these is a year. And you'll notice something. For the most part, towards the end of the year, early year, we see rallies. Now, the last couple of years have seen a massive decline in the value of natural gas because of fracking in the United States. I think that's really not a huge surprise. And overall, it's a bearish market. But we tend to see more buying pressure towards the end of the year, maybe even the very beginning of the year. But by the time February rolls around, typically you have a decline in pricing, and it's because it follows the futures markets. The futures markets tend to look out ahead a few months, depending on what the front month is, and therefore a lack of demand in northeastern part of the United States will drive the price down after shooting it higher because of cold weather. That's just one example. So during certain times of the year, you may or may not want to be bothered trying to short the market or not, just based upon that. There are other fundamentals that you need to know. So, for example, this is British Petroleum. There may be an earnings call, and that, of course, will drive what happens next. British Petroleum is also sensitive to crude oil, so you need to understand that. That is another possible fundamental that you need to be paying attention to. We even see it in the currency markets because sometimes there are certain times of the year, such as the Japanese have a late summer repatriation again for a lot of their corporations because of the financial year. So Honda, Toyota, Sony, a lot of times will pull money back to the country. So there are a lot of things to know like that. You don't necessarily have to know every last bit of financial information, but just understand some of the underlying fundamentals. It can make your trading life a lot easier. So, for example, in November and December, I typically don't even bother shorting natural gas. But I also don't bother buying it in May unless there's a specific reason. But in general, I have more of a downward proclivity. And if the technicals line up to short the market, then it makes complete sense.